Honestly, the whole Hunter thing is quite hilarious, being that right-wingers are against paying taxes, so they should be unhappy about a rich person being charged for tax evasion, and they're all about guns and freedom, so they should also be unhappy about Hunter Biden being charged for the gun crimes for buying a gun while using drugs. Uh, Right-wingers are usually about the Second Amendment and it being, everybody has the right to have arms. Nowhere does it say you can only have weapons if you don't do drugs.
The special counsel investigating Hunter Biden has filed 9 federal tax-related charges against the president's son. This comes as Hunter Biden engaged in a 4-year scheme to cheat the government out of millions of dollars in federal taxes. ABC's Pierre Thomas has the latest.
Today, Hunter Biden wakes up facing a 9-count federal indictment, 6 misdemeanors, and 3 felony charges. Special counsel David Weiss accusing the president's son of failing to pay $1.4 million in taxes from 2016 to 2019.
Yeah, we should be investigating all rich people, making sure that they pay their taxes. I mean, if the government is going to audit poor people to make sure they pay their taxes, we definitely need to be having heavy investigations into rich people not paying their taxes because they're avoiding a whole lot more than what poor people can avoid in paying taxes.
All done, according to Weiss, at a time when Biden was living an extravagant lifestyle. Prosecutors claim Biden spent his money on drugs, escorts and girlfriends, luxury hotels and rental properties, exotic cars, clothing. In short, everything but his taxes.
Yeah, that's what a lot of rich people do. Like, how many people in Congress, if we were to investigate them on this kind of stuff, how many would pop up to be shown as avoiding taxes and, buying sex workers and spending all that money on things they shouldn't be?
Those expenses include more than $600,000 in payments to various women, another $397,000 on clothing and accessories, and more than $180,000 on adult entertainment, including porn. Hunter Biden admitted many of his shortcomings in his recent memoir, tying many of his poor decisions to a crack cocaine addiction that had gone out of control.
No, the reason why he did this is because he's rich and he knew he could get away with it, but he wants to blame using crack for that. I mean, he probably started using crack because he's rich as well, and a lot of rich people love using hard drugs.
I went one time for 13 days without sleeping and smoking crack and drinking vodka exclusively throughout that entire time.
According to the special counsel, Hunter Biden earned millions of dollars from foreign entities in Ukraine, Romania, and China, noting that his expenditures increased as his income increased, leading him to spend, quote, wildly. His business dealings and personal failings have become fodder for Republicans seeking to harm his father, the president, politically. And House Republicans have launched impeachment proceedings against President Biden, focusing on Hunter, but thus far without any evidence of wrongdoing by the president.
Hunter Biden is a private citizen, and this was a personal matter for him. As we have said, the president, the first lady, they love their son, and they support him as he continues to rebuild his life.
The president steadfastly supportive.
I'm very proud of my son.
I wish Biden was as supportive of people rehabilitating themselves from drug use as he, black people as he is about his own son. Uh, he was one of the supporters of the 1994 crime bill, which put a bunch of black people in jail at a lot longer sentence than white people for using crack.
The indictment is the latest consequence of Hunter Biden's plea deal falling apart this past summer. Under that deal, the Justice Department agreed not to prosecute a gun charge, and Hunter Biden would plead guilty to 2 misdemeanor tax violations. After the deal disintegrated, Weiss, the U.S. attorney from Delaware appointed by President Trump, indicted Biden on the gun charge in September, and last night he made good on his threat to pursue tax charges.
Though, honestly, it is kind of dumb to prevent people from being able to have a gun just because they use drugs, being how widely drugs are in the United States. We could easily just legalize drugs and regulate them like we do any other drug in the United States, like tobacco, alcohol, caffeine, and how many people are getting charged for not reporting that they drink beer or liquor while they're buying a gun.
But this morning, Hunter Biden's attorneys are pushing back, noting that he has paid back all of his taxes and penalties and has battled back from his crack cocaine addiction.